There have been a lot of times in my life when I followed my heart. I became an actress because of it and left acting to start being a pioneer in the CD-ROM software industry because of it. I left my first husband and took up with a married man because of it. And we were together for nearly 25 years. And I made different choices in my business career because of it. But when I met a woman and realized that I wanted to share my life with her, I really had to take this enormous leap of faith. I moved from Los Angeles, which had been my home for over a decade, to Miami. I left behind the life that I knew and my friends and my business, and really leapt. You know, they say leap and the net will appear. And I leapt long before I could even see the net. I took this giant leap of faith because I could hear my heart calling. But honestly, I didn't know if it was going to work. I had no freaking idea if it was going to work. And I was terrified. I had like a backup plan, but it was like, going to live with one of my college friends in Maryland or retreating to my father's house. But it was hardly a real backup plan. And I really did leave everything other than 10 boxes worth of my life behind. And I guess that was really the first step, was leaping, even though I couldn't see the net. So for the next year and a half, I just sort of groped around in the dark. I would say to myself in the morning, I would wake up and I would say, "Do you still feel the way that you felt yesterday?" "Yep, check. Okay, get up out of bed and go about your day." But it was like I couldn't see the next step forward. I could see maybe the next quarter step, some days a half step. And I would just take that one little tiny step. And that had to be enough for a long time. And then I guess summer, so a year and some months later, late summer, I was in Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe. And I was leading a trip to South Africa. And I sat down at the falls and I said, "Spirit," which is, what I call God, the universe, but it's all the same thing to me. "Spirit, what do I need to know? Tell me what I need to know." And I could feel just click, 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 click over my head, the pieces falling into place. And I knew that time of sheer total terror and trust that had been blended until I was just hanging on to both of them for dear life, I knew that time was over. And I knew that I could go forward again and that everything was going to be okay. And that was 2 years ago. And God, and life is so good. And I'm so grateful. And it taught me to trust. It taught me to leap. And no matter how long the free fall period is, the net will appear.